See, all right, look at it. With the laptop. Whoa. What you doing up there, Des?
Getting down.
Getting down?
Are you guys going on the trampoline?
They're midnight jumping. Okay, so we're going to keep that right there. Perfect.
How can you see your questions?
Oh, like this. When they come up, they pop up. There we go. So there, I'm live. There we go. Hopefully, we don't got that problem where it was doing earlier. There, I'm live. Live like a suicide. And Melissa's right next to me. So, we will answer some questions tonight and talk shit with the Cringe Gang. So yeah, I don't know what's up with this laptop, but obviously it won't connect, so. Yo, what is good? What time is it anyway?
Time for you to go to watch.
Michigan time. It's 12:12. Did it die?
I don't know. We will find out. Hold on, loves. Are you gonna say hi to everybody? Uh-oh. Say hi, world.
Movie.
That's not a movie.
World. Okay, are you gonna sit there? You can only see your
So
head.
we got Dusty Queef. He says, why do I smoke vape?
It's better than cigarettes.
Why do I smoke vape? I smoke vape to cut back on the regular nicotine. Actually, vape's a good way to quit smoking. You go down your nicotine levels. I started at 6, went down to 3, now 3, down to barely any. But still smoke. Well, so to be honest with you, the reason that I quit, that I got the vape was to try to quit smoking. However, the is just too fucking good that I can't quit the fucking morning cigarette. So it just is not the same. However, I do like the vape, but it's nothing compared to regular nicotine. Even though they say, oh, it's the same thing, you're still getting nicotine. Nah. But the reason I like vape is because the vape has flavor, like strawberry, watermelon, whatever. This shit actually tastes good. So, and it still gives you nicotine. I just don't smoke as much when I'm vaping. But, yep.
Why am I playing his games on the sleep pad?
How much for a collab with my cringy ass motherfucker? You should wait until I get back from Houston, till my name's a little better, because I'm dropping that collab 2 weeks. Dropping the collab with Paul Wall. When I upload that collab, that's gonna put a lot of good words on my name. Especially doing a collab with Paul Wall. And so I'm actually going out to Houston to do collabs with a few different artists. And one of the artists that I'm doing a collab with is called Puppet. He's a dope-ass rapper. And I'm going to jump up in the studio, drop a whole new fucking album when I'm out there. And I'm producing right now. I'm producing music. I've got a whole new program, Pro Tools. And I've got a home studio set up, so when I get back, I'll be able to drop my new shit here too, drop collabs, all that good shit, yo. So, what I'm doing, so I'm gonna go work with the guys out in Houston and try to do some different shit with my fucking sound. Let the producers produce that shit. Yo, so you can go to the, oh, your phone's dead? I was gonna say, go to the other YouTube. Actually, I'm right here on my laptop too. I'm gonna answer some questions y'all been asking me on my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna log into my other YouTube channel right here.
He can connect his own music to the sleep pad.
Let's do it.
Okay, Scout's Jukebox. I'm all exploring this leap pad.
Yeah, I bought my son this dope leap pad today for kids. It's pretty cool. So guys, I'm going to answer some of your questions on here. I'm going to go through some comments on some of my older stuff. And I'm going to answer some fucking... Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's private. That was a fuck up. Let me see here. We'll do this one.
My team and I always had trouble managing our tasks.
You guys want to ask me some questions? I'm here to answer questions for you guys, Cringe Gang. I'm here to talk to you guys. I'm here to be real with you guys. So some reason I'm fucking connected to my other YouTube channel. Let's see. Let's go to this one. Let's answer some questions. This is from earlier when I was in the store.
There's questions on there now.
Okay. Toxic Productions. Thanks for asking a question, yo. Shout out. Toxic. Yo, my opinion on teens vaping, I'm not a weed smoker. I don't have nothing against people that smoke weed. I mean, my best friend Adam has his own fucking weed card, you know. I don't discriminate against it. However, it's not for me. But I don't, to be honest, I don't like teens vaping and thinking it's cool because, to be honest, I'm not for that. I got kids, so my daughters and my sons are teenagers now, so I don't let them smoke vape. I don't want them really see me do it, but I mean, kids are going to do it regardless if they do it, but I just don't support it. However, so this Kenny, I'm going to read some of your comments earlier. I'm just going to go down the list. I don't care. I'm going to read them off. I'm going to answer them. So this is from the last post I posted before I went live. Kenny Lawler says, big hip-hop head, never been a fan of murder rap. Though, but your vlogs are pretty dope. Keep doing you. Keep that cringe sauce flowing. Yo, for sure. Now, I want to say something, yo, since we're here, little buddy. So, my wife right here has been riding with me since day one. We started this YouTube channel at two people. So, when we started this YouTube channel 6 months ago, you know, that was right when I got back from that whole I said, look, you roll with me on the Dr. Phil thing. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for supporting. I'm starting my own movement. I'm starting my own thing. You know, earlier I said some stuff that offended some people, and I apologize, like with making fun of people that, you know, that work and make $15 an hour. Well, out in Michigan, that's about what they start, 13, 14. I didn't mean to offend anybody. However, what people don't realize is, you know, I'm not going to sit here and talk about that stupid show. However, you know, like I told people before, my wife's right here. The mother-in-law will say it too. It's all made up. I'm the one that made that story up so I could get where I was going with my career at the time. My music was down the drain. I had such a bad name. I was never but a local act with it. So I took that step. I didn't care if it made me look bad. I wanted to do that. Because look what it did. If I didn't go out to Dr. Phil, I would have never been here. Heading to Houston in 2 weeks with Paul. Dreamed in a million years of that. To be used with Carlos Coy, SPM. I would have never believed in any of that. You know, so, I mean, there's always something good that comes out of something bad.
So I'm going to
fight 2, 3, 4 people at 2 times. People that know me know that that was all fake, because original emails when I was acting like Melissa, and of course she's my wife, she's gonna roll with me. I mean, look, I'm trying to gain notoriety, I'm trying to gain fame, so pretty much I play Dr. Phil's ass.
Are you
so it is what it is. It's the only way. With my reputation as bad as it is, I didn't care. It's the only way I could get notoriety. You know, without going on there, I wouldn't even had this YouTube channel up. I'd probably still be getting 2 or 3 fucking views a video, you know? No one likes murder rap. How successful can you be doing murder rap? You can't, you know. And I'm in that movies too. I'd love to do everything. Yeah, let me pop these comments. So I'm gonna read some of these comments coming in. Let's check them out. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to get to them. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, now, a couple of videos of yours, mass murders back in the Twisted shows. That was dope that you put that up. Appreciate that. So, I'm not proud of going to prison. People, like, I did almost half my life in fucking prison since in prison. You know, kids' lives in prison. And, you know, but it's a good lesson because I was you know, making payroll checks, cashing it, and that's how I got such a bad name, you know, scam artist, this and that, doing dumb stuff, you know, and that's always going to be with me, but it's just something you got to accept. And what I did, so when I met so when me and Melissa met, Melissa's never done a drug in her life, so it actually got me quit hanging out with them type of people. And when I quit hanging out with them type of people, I just quit doing stupid stuff, man. I was sick. I did 2 bits and I was sick of being locked up. It's sickening. No one wants to be. I mean, I've already went through that phase in my life. I learned and just up. I mean, I would just, you know, I would recommend, you know, people really don't think about it until, you know, you're already locked up. People never do anything messed up. Is when I went to prison, you know, I took the rap for everybody. You know, I didn't bring people down with me. And I took the blame for everything. And I learned a lot of stuff. I learned who were my true friends, who weren't. Because when I went in, nobody was there until I got out. You know, and it's funny because before I went in, you know, I got busted with all that money and shit. And people were there because I had all that money. When I got out and when I was in, no one had my back. No one was there. So it was my family that was there. And I learned a lot of valuable lessons. You know, like I said, I took the blame for everybody. And it is what it is, you know. But, can't dwell on the past. All you got to do is make a great future for yourself. So what I do is I learn from my mistakes. And like I tell Melissa, you know, I talk about it all the time. Still to this day, I pass me by. I always remember, you know, when you're really sitting behind them bars and you're on 23-hour lockdown a day, reality hits. You know, you're in with lifers never coming home. They'll fucking kill you. They don't care. They ain't got nothing there. You just do your time and get out. And, you know, I walked off parole and was done with that shit, man. And like I said, there's newcomers all the time. And just like the other day, there was another channel that's got like 3 million subscribers. They just did a new episode on me talking shit. So it brought a bunch of people over to my channel. I've got a lot of new subscribers. And it helps it grow. I'm going to admit that. You know, hate is definitely good on my part because, you know, like I said, it took almost a year for me to get on that show, and it's really, really hard to get on that show. And the only way to get on a show when you're a musician is you got to make it look like your music is affecting your family life. And like I said, I was at the point where I did not care what was said. I just wanted to get on TV. Hey, Des, will you grab me or Melissa, will you grab me my iced tea, please? Whoa, Crimmy. Sorry, y'all. You're what? Yo,
Monster Hydro.
You ever thought about doing? Yes. I love. If I could do anything, that's mine. If I could do anything, I'd rather be with a rock band, like a rock rap or more of like a Rage type shit, Limp Bizkit. I would rather be doing rock as a front man, like. And yeah, them tattoos are real. They were all covered for the Dr. Phil show. It's Hollywood, guys, and Hollywood is the fucking capital of movie central, you know? That would be dope. I love Jared. I love Head PE.
Krimzon and Head PE
collab. Yeah, I would love to do that collab. Like, I have nothing but love for Head PE. Like, when I used to go to the gatherings, remember I used to be in the Head PE shows all the time? So I love Head PE.
You have to become a meme.
That's funny. Yeah, you're right. have to.
Actually, Mimi is about you.
Yeah, but it's got to go viral, Mimi. Yep. Now there's a difference between this because, of course, the Cashmere Side Girl is a teenager. She's young in her life. She's not doing murder rap. Of course, she's gonna. Shows that went viral, you know, and that's what you gotta. That's what you gotta always put at stake. It's a hit or miss when you go on one of them shows. You either can make it big or you can flop. But you know what? Know what's good thing about that show? Because for the next 3-4 years, it's going to get reran every 5 to 6 months. And like I said, you know, in the next 3 to 4 years, by the time it's 4 years, there'll be over 20 million people that have seen that show.
Someone asked if you're a fan of crack rock.
I mean, like I said, if I don't like somebody, it don't mean I don't like their music. Like, even with the Insane Clown Posse thing, I love ICP's music. I just didn't like what Jay said, but I'm over that shit. Crack Rock's got some music.
I like Body Bag Swag. I ain't gonna lie.
A lot of Crack Rock's music's good. But we had our differences in and out, you know. But you just gotta know Crack Rock, man. But yeah, I like Crack Rock's music. I've always liked Crack Rock. That's why I put him on my album. He's on like 3 or 4 of my songs. Yep. Yes, sir. See, and that's the problem. And I want to talk about this, you know. Like I said, every 5 to 6 months, they'll re-air that shit, and it's like fresh again. They just did it recently. And nobody knows when something's going to go viral. You don't know it. Anytime, it could take years before something goes viral.
When was that? 4th of July weekend?
And I've said this many times before. Sexy Vegan. Everybody's seen that fucking one.
Oh, God.
It took him over 14 months to go viral. 14 fucking months. I haven't even been on Dr. Phil that long. I've been on there 8 months.
Dr. Phil kicked him off stage before he even got to the chair.
But it took him 14 months to finally go viral. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they'll do reruns. They'll knock the shit out of them reruns for every 5 months they'll rerun that fucking episode. And like I said, it takes these channels. Like, imagine PewDiePie or something. PewDiePie's channel, because he does Dr. Phil cringes. You know, PewDiePie does a cringe show. He's got 67 million subscribers. That's all it takes. Is one of them YouTubers to do some stupid fucking episode mocking me or making fun of me, and boom. Look what happened the other day. That one guy with like 3-4 million subscribers. He made fun of me, and now I wake up and I got almost 13,000 subscribers. You know, that's how it works. And a lot. And yeah, it did make me look bad, but you got to have the mindset of who gives a fuck what people think. You know, you're either gonna ride or not. Cringe Gang is my next movement. The Cringe Gang is about love. It's about not caring what people think. You know, and
Are you getting daddy? Show him your hippopotamus. Show him. You gotta get daddy. There you go, get him.
He likes to wrestle. He likes to beat me up. But like I said, you know, it's really about, you know, living your life. You know, and why I started the Cringe Gang is because people used to use that. They're like, oh, you're cringy. You're never gonna be successful. You're cringy. So what happened is, Crimmy. Sorry, y'all. He's taking my hat. So what happened when that happened? I forgot where the hell I was at. Okay, what was I talking about, babe?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lost, y'all. But, yes. So yeah, like when that happens, yeah, I was a rapper on there. Oh, cringe. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. So basically, people used to go, you know, oh, your shit sucks. It's cringy. Oh my God. So you know, that's where I got the idea. You know what? Cringe Gang. Fuck it. Hell yeah, I rep that cringe life. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to live in a double wide trailer. You know why? Because I own it. I don't care. I could be a millionaire and love living in a trailer because I'm not ashamed of it. I love it. I worked hard to get what I got. You know, and yeah, I might have looked bad on TV saying I'm jobless and I beat my wife and I don't take care of my kids. My kids always come first. All my kids will tell you they get whatever they want. They're spoiled to death, and I love it. I live with no worries. I've had the same job almost 10 years, you know? I do, you know, and listen, like, even with all the made-up freaking bills I made up and all the stories, you know, like I tell people, if I was really behind in child support,
You'd be in jail.
I'd be in jail. Child support doesn't let you go more than 30 days without a payment, and they're on your ass, you know? So if that was really true, my ass would be probably in prison again, you know? So I take care of all my kids, and you know, I try to get them as much as possible. But like I said, you know, I don't care. I'm not here to prove people wrong. They're going to believe what they want, and that's fine. Because before I went on that show, my name was, like I said, so butchered, there was no fixing it. Like, it was gone. You know, I've been to prison twice for writing bad checks. Fucking, oh, he's a scam artist. He scams, you know, and that's the reputation I ended up getting. And
hold on.
And let me see that. And I ended up, you know, I had to do what I had to do. But if we got any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them. In the last video before it cut out, someone asked me, they were like, Krimzon, what's your favorite TV show? And I really wanted to answer that because I started watching this show called Shameless. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it, but it's such a great show. Shameless, I'm like addicted to it right now. Let me see that question that just popped up. Okay, here we go. Okay, funeral sickness. That's a great question, y'all. So that was actually an add-on track, and I'm going to tell you the real truth on funeral sickness. Now, at the time, Melissa used to be a dancer. A lot of people don't know that. I met Melissa as a dancer. She was a hustler. She could dance. She had a booty on her. She was a dancer. So, and me, being the alpha, I have so much confidence. I tell my girl, go out, get that money. Go hustle. That's how you do it. You know, a lot of these guys out here nowadays, they're all scared. They're all hanging on their woman like fleas. Like, oh my God, she's going to cheat on me. You got to have confidence, man. You got to know that's shit. Ain't no one better than me. So I pretty much let her do whatever the fuck she wants. Because I know there ain't never another me. And we're still together 10 years, happy. We don't fight. We don't do nothing. We're happy. And, well, this is what happened is Marilyn Manson did a show at the Orbit Room years ago. He came back in like 2012. And just happened my wife was working that night. And you know where Marilyn Manson went and hung out all night? Right next door at Showgirls. Yep. And he was with the dancers all night. And... yep, and that's how that came along. Now it was added, the voice was added into the track. So it's just like one word, 2 words, but it's added into the track, and that's how the funeral sickness came about. You know, it's not like Marilyn Manson came to my studio or something and did a fucking collab with me, you know. But that's an old track. It's been up for frickin' many years, and... Crack Rock was actually there that night. Speaking of Crack Rock, and his girl got to meet Marilyn Manson that night too and take pictures with him. And now I like Manson's old work, and I'm going to tell you that's a great question because I'm a huge Marilyn Manson fan. And when Manson first came out, and when during that era where he was cutting and slicing himself, he did that for attention. He did that for publicity. He did that for stunt and shock. Because some of the best shit is when you shock the world. Like, look what I did on Dr. Phil. That fucking shocked people to hear that. Like, it wasn't true, but it shocked them. You think Marilyn Manson really believes in the devil and cuts himself and slices his wrists and shit? No, it's there for shock. And you know what? Anything to shock people sells. And I'm telling you, publicity sells, shock sells, everything. That all sells. But I like the old Manson because that was when he was hungry for that fucking publicity. He was hungry and he got his ass out there. Yup. But yeah, I mean, Manson's still always going to be Manson. I respect Manson and I love his new stuff too. But his old stuff, that's what I love. So that's my opinion on Manson. But Big Booty Judy.
Big booty booty. Oh.
She's popping that booty. She must want that double D tonight. Yes, Manson is a very smart guy.
Oh, I danced for Manson. Did you tell him that?
Yeah, I was starting to tell him that. Anyways, yeah, so that's how that came about. But yeah, like Manson's a huge influence to me too. And like I said, I get a lot of my monsters on stage and all them influences for my stage show from like groups like Iron Maiden, Alice Cooper, Marilyn Manson, all that shit. I look up to them guys, and what I do is I try to do similar stuff, but with hip hop. Now, if I had a choice, I'd have a guitarist in my group, like I once had. I'd have a drummer in my group, and I'd get a different look. You know, I'd be rocking the fucking mohawk, and I'd be fucking looking crazy like always, but I like to add that little bit of rock to the hip-hop. You know, that's what I like doing. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm producing. I'm producing tracks for people, and I'm getting really good at producing right now. Oh, Aaron's like, Jesus Christ, answer my question. What's your question, Aaron?
Scroll down.
A lot of times I miss questions. Let me see if I can get to it. I'm trying to answer all your questions. If I miss them, I apologize, but I'm looking. Let me see here. Let's see. Aaron, I can't find your question. No, I haven't. But you know what? I listen to everything. Country, metal, rap, hip-hop. I love Bob Marley. Do you know who one of my biggest influences? And when I tell you guys this, it's probably going to shock you. The Sex Pistols. Huge Sex Pistols fan. I love Sid Vicious. I love Johnny Rotten. I love the way the Sex Pistols came up and how they punk influenced. Back in the day when I grew up, we had rock and roll era. There was barely any hip-hop. There was Beastie Boys. There was freaking Run DMC. There was not a lot of hip-hop. There was old school, Too Short. Like, that was the days, and everybody was a rocker. It didn't matter what color you were, white, black, Mexican. People were rockers. They loved it, and the era was so great. It was all about love. It was all about having a great time. But, you know, them days have passed, you know, and we're still in this generation, and that's why I'm so thankful. And yes, I believe in God, and I'm thankful to God for letting me produce all these children, because they're the next generation. They're going to keep the family tree going, because, like, my brother, he can't produce kids, and...
You want to mail me your kids bath? What?
What? The kids? Oh, the cringy bath water? You talk about the cringe water?
He said the kids. What the fuck is the kids?
I could mail water. They're going to ask me, is anything liquid perishable? Yeah, early 90s was dope. And then you guys remember, because it was Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Still one of my all-time favorite albums. Hands down, Guns N' Roses' Appetite, like, fucking rocked everything. And it's still one of the #1 selling albums of all time.
You said bathwater, but freeze it.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, bro. Hell yeah.
Antarctica.
The cringe water. But, no, for real, man. The Guns N' Roses era rocked. And then it came, after that, Nirvana came up. And then it was that Nirvana era for a while. Yeah, for sure. I'm half deaf. A lot of people don't know that either. If I close this ear, I can barely hear. I'm half deaf. It's because I went to all them heavy metal concerts growing up. And
I'm colorblind.
Yep. Thoughts on Morlock? Great question. Now, you know, we've had our ups and downs. Sapo Scuzzy, you know, they were there in the beginning, and they seen all the crazy shit, ups and downs. We've had some good shows. We've had some bad shows. However, Morlock is very talented. I do got him on one track that is on my album, and I did put it on there, and I should put it up. It's called Wicked Versatility. They chopped the fuck out of it. It's great stuff. Now, it just sucks because we've had many falling outs. You know, we'll get back cool, we'll fall out, get back cool. I got nothing bad to say about them. They're doing their thing. They definitely work hard. And them guys, you know, too bad it ain't like it used to be, you know, because they're very, very talented, and they do chop. And I feel, you know, if they got out and they got their name to the right people, Definitely, man. It definitely, they could do something with it. Because I remember before Light signed with Psychopathic, Light was coming down and even doing shows with them, too. And Light will tell you, them guys can chop, you know? And a lot of people like that. They like that Tech 9 fast shit. They like chopping. And that's what's popping nowadays, you know? It's all about that fucking spitting fast. And trust me, I wish I could spit fast, because I would. You know?
Pop your comments off.
Oh.
What the hell is he talking about?
Ooh, that's not good. He spanks his son. Yes, this is what sucks though. More metal than your double pedal. I respect that. I remember back in the days, you might have probably came to shows back in the day. I remember back in the days when Jack Napier's Brand X used to open up for Crimson X shows, and that was great. We had great times then, and fucking, I wish it was still like that, you know? And it's just not like that no more. And they were a great band too, and they're still around. But, you know, they don't get credit like they deserve. But a lot of these bands, I'm going to tell you why. A lot of these bands will be good, but they won't take what it takes to get their name out there. They're too scared of negative comments. They're too scared of what people are going to say or what people are going to think. And they just don't do them extra moves to fucking get their name out there. Like, I didn't care. I fucking made myself humiliated to the entire world. I could care less. But you know what it did? It gave me the publicity I needed and I wanted. And sometimes you got to do that. You got to step outside your comfort zone, your boundaries. And that's, you know, but I feel some of these bands should be better at promotion. Because some of these bands will book a show, yet they won't promote the show. They won't put their fucking flyers out. They won't put in no work. They think they're just going to say, hey, share it on Facebook a few times. We're going to have a packed show. No, you got to put in work. You gotta get out there. You gotta fucking promote that bitch 24/7 till your fucking hands fall off. God damn it. All right, let's see the next question here. Where I live, the only bands that play any shows have a big following for local. They mostly still suck, though. It sucks. You know, I wish I could give everybody a Krimzon show because a lot of people won't want to see it because of what they hear, but a Krimzon show is definitely something you guys should check out. It's a great show. When I get into my character, when I get into who I become that person. Kind of like what I said on Dr. Phil. So when I become that person, I really feed into my character really well. I give you guys a great stage show, and that's what I do. Is I'm an entertainer. I like to do a stage show.
My favorite quote is, "Do they not do math in the evil kingdom?"
Do they not do math in the evil kingdom? Yeah, I don't want to talk about Dr. Fleek. Yo, if you guys have not seen the funny, if you guys have not yet seen that funny vlog, you can go to my other channels. I got a bunch of other smaller channels. And in that vlog, I actually do a funny Dr. Cringe episode. So, yeah, man, I wish I could. You know what I'm going to do next year? After I do this collab with Paul Wall and we get it out a little bit, it's going on. I got to pay $700. I'm putting it on a thing called Hip Hop or Hip Hop World or WorldStarHipHop or something like that. So this video with Crimson X and Paul Wall is going on WorldStarHipHop. I'm paying them. Here's $700. Put my shit out there. It'll get millions of views. It'll get fucking comments. It'll be great for everybody.
That Aaron dude.
But yeah, you're always gonna get a troll or two, but it don't bother me.
No, he's talking nasty shit. Like Rita's ugly. Oh.
Yeah, don't. Okay, let's go. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Brian Henderson, I got another email that I check regular. It's called Cringe Gang 007 at gmail.com. So if anybody wants to ask me any questions or directly hit me up, it's cringegang 007 at gmail.com or the Crimson X at gmail.com. I used to use that too. So
he said, yeah, do it, more exposure.
Yes, definitely. You know, everybody knows I'm not the fucking greatest fucking rapper in the world, but you know what? I do my own thing. I don't want to sound like everybody else, you know, and if it ain't for you, like I tell people, then no, it ain't for you. However, I'm not just a rapper. You know, I enjoy being a YouTuber. I enjoy being a vlogger. I enjoy doing multiple different stuff. I enjoy, you know, I want to shoot my first movie like I've been wanting to do. You know, and you might hear, oh, you're 40 years old. You're too old for it. There's never.
You're not even 40. Where are they coming up with this?
Yeah, shit, I still got almost 2 years for I'm
God,
40.
I wonder how
but
old they
listen,
think I
guys, you're never too old to start doing something, you know. Years old is young. I've been doing this for 10 years, so I started right when I hit 30. I started doing this. Or right before 30, like 29 or something like that, you know. So, I mean, you're never too old to do anything. But you know what? I love the hate. That's the reason I wanted to go on Dr. Phil. I wanted to hate. And I'm going to tell you guys why. Okay, some of the biggest artists in the world, the Beatles, Marilyn Manson, I could go on and on, were the most hated bands at one time. People were shitting down their throats, saying the worst comments you could ever imagine, saying the worst shit, protesters, just haters. Hey, you think I have haters? These guys had a million times more haters than me. And look what it did. It made them to the top artists. It put them out there. Hate, you want hate. I love hate. I do not discriminate against hate. That's what I want. I want people to hate me. I want people to think I'm the biggest piece of shit in the world and keep talking shit about me. That's what I want.
Krimzon and Isham, I agree.
Oh, that'd be dope. Now, I did collab, guys, I don't know if you heard it, I did collab with Mastermind, and I did try to reach out to Isham back 3 years ago, and I had Isham on the line, but Isham is one of them kind of guys where if he ain't feeling it at the time or if he don't want to get back to you, he ain't going to get back to you. I did a show with Isham in Kalamazoo back when in 2011, and they banned me from that show. I was the co-headliner with Isham, Mass Murderers. And I went that collab with Isham, and I'm still gonna probably try to get that collab with Isham.
Freaking mosquitoes.
So yeah, we're in the woods.
Oh, they must like my perfume.
King Gordy, how many King? Oh, Bazaar is dope. Yeah. Oh, I love Bazaar. Bazaar is definitely dope. Now, I think that little dude's name is Steve, or I don't know who he is. Sid. So I seen this video with Bazaar in Detroit, and it had this little skinny, thin white dude hanging out with Bazaar, and I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? So I think it's that Sid guy. I'm not sure who it was. But you know, I've had a chance to collab with Bazaar, and I still can. Send the guy like $500-600. He'll do a fucking track for me, you know. Bazaar, but I have mad respect for Bazaar, because you got to remember, a lot of people hate on him, but you got to remember where he came from. He fucking sang with one of the greatest artists in the world in a group, D12. Eminem is definitely the greatest in my eyes. Eminem is a lyricist. He's skilled. Between him and Tupac, they're some of the greatest rappers alive. That's just my opinion, you know. People hate on M because of what happened with ICP, but, you know, that shit's old. You know, if you're from Michigan, where I'm from Michigan, we got a lot of great rappers coming out of here. I mean, you know, we have a lot of famous people. Kid Rock, Insane Clown Posse, Eminem, fucking, you can go on and on. I mean, the list is crazy. But yeah, Michigan is definitely a great state, especially for horrorcore, you know. Yes, Murder Music, Murder Mitten. So guys, this is what I'm doing. I'm coming back from Houston. I'm going to be gone a little bit. I'm doing my new album. I'm going to come back with that track with Paul Wall. I'm even doing a video. Now, this is probably going to be my biggest track I've ever done in my life. Now, when I return, I'm coming out with the brand new Cringe Gang merchandise, Cringe Movement. I'm doing hats. I'm doing fucking I'm doing everything. So, I'm even doing chains. I'm doing the Cringe Gang. So... Carly Coy would be cool. Now, I got the letter with Carlos. Carlos did over 100 collabs. I'm doing the interview straight from prison. I'm going to put that up on my YouTube channel before I leave for Houston. Now, you guys know that Carlos Coy Of course, he's locked up for something we all don't agree in, and I don't want to take sides, and I don't agree with what he's charged with and why he's in there. You know, but I do understand when you got a rap sheet, it's hard to fight shit sometimes. And even if you're innocent, once you got a rap sheet, sometimes you're forced into taking cops. Because if you go to trial and you try to fight it, you're doing life without parole. Like, they'll lay someone like me or someone like Carlos down for life if they try to fight a crime. Because they stack them habituals, they'll nail you in trial. They'll fucking stack it and then kill you on sentencing. So that's what sucks about being a felon. You know, I don't regret any of the shit I did, but I use it as a learning lesson and a stepping stone to better my life. Yep, Paul Wall, Kanye West. See, Paul Wall, I mean, he doesn't have the biggest hits, but Paul Wall's well known. You know, he's been making the grills for Lil Jon. Speaking of that, guys, you guys ready to hear this? So in 2 weeks before I leave, we're heading over. I'm bringing you guys backstage to Lil Jon. You guys,
T.I.
Oh, we're gonna go hang out with T.I. too. You guys know who T.I. and Lil Jon are, right? So we're bringing you guys backstage to meet T.I. and Lil Jon, and this is in
August 29th.
August 29th. So I'll be giving you guys a pretty dope vlog on August 29th. So be ready. I got a lot of good vlogs coming. You know, and if anybody would like to reach out to me, I'm going to try to go live every Sunday now, talk to you guys. Yeah,
live on my birthday.
dab on them haters. We haven't done no dabs in a while. Dab. Dab on them haters. Dab and reclaim off the haters.
Damn.
Holy shit. SXSW. What's that?
What is that?
Do you know who I really wish I could have collabed with before they were dead is Lil Peep. I don't know if anybody likes Lil Peep, but I do. I think that man was very talented. He has a unique style. I love his music.
Baby?
Yeah, Big Clouds, yo. And his shit's only on 60. This is the newest one I got. This is you can put different skins on these. These are dope. Uh-oh. Master P. You don't like Master P? So I see Master P at the Gathering of the Juggalos. That was a pretty dope show. I like a lot of the old school P, but I grew up to ICP. Hold on. Posse. I got nothing bad. Their music great. The older Insane Clown Posse. If you like horrorcore, you know Beverly Kills. That's the ultimate. I remember going down to Detroit before Insane Clown Posse was popular, down there and fucking riding to the Palladium, riding to the State Theater, bumping that Beverly Kills on the way down there, dude. That shit was hype back in the day. That's a big part of my memories in my life, you know. Of course I'd work with Twisted. You know, I really fell off on Twisted. Oh, you want to hear my thoughts on Ouija Mac? Now listen to this. Ouija, I like some of his music. He's all right. But the dude has a shitty fucking attitude because now that he's with Psychopathic, he's talking like he's all that and badass. You know, I don't like that. Like, you see how he was treating people at the Gathering, telling that dude he's gonna smack him? I would have called that motherfucker out. Like, come smack me then, bitch. Like, I would have called his ass out, for real. I don't like Ouija Mac's attitude, you know? I just think he's got a shitty attitude. It's getting to his fucking head. But whatever, that's my opinion, you know? Miracles suck. Yeah, old ICP, man, is the greatest. I ain't gonna lie. And yeah, I said I like Twisted over Insane Clown Posse because of that, man. But to be honest, yo, the old ICP ain't nothing touching that, dude. You know, that's just part of history, you know? Just like with the old Esham. And, I just lost a lot of respect for Twisted. I've seen how fucking lame they're getting, and I'm kind of out of love doing shit without the pain. They're just, I don't know, it ain't the same. I just don't know why they can't reconcile you know, and at least do a gathering for the fucking fans, you know? They're breaking apart history. Like, I understand they got their beefs or whatever happened between Jay and Shags, and that's cool. But don't do it for the fans, man. Don't put the fans where they have to take sides, or don't use the fans where they pick, oh, you either a Twizzler or you a fucking... I mean, they should at least do it to show the family, yo, we still got love for you. Yo, let's do a Dark Lotus while we're here at the gathering. We're doing it for the fans, you know? They could do shit like that, but they're too stubborn.
Were you
they're
ever
hard-headed.
a fan of Dark Lotus?
Yeah, hell yeah, I was a dark... I wore that Dark Lotus in that I'm a Killer video. I love Dark Lotus, you know, when they were around. And, you know, there's a bunch of different stages of Dark Lotus. You know, even the original Dark Lotus with Mars, you know? I like all that Dark Lotus, you know? Oh, Axe. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of stuff. I haven't really checked them out yet, which I'm really excited to because I love new upcoming bands. I know Axe has been doing their thing for a while. I've been hearing about them, and SX, I'll check it out.
To promote your...
Yeah, I would love to rock huge festivals because I'm going to be real with you guys. You know, there ain't nothing like rocking a festival. And I rocked the Whitecap Stadium over here a few years ago. I did this charity event. And I was just one of the fucking bands on the event. And I rocked that motherfucker so goddamn hard. People did not know what to expect. It was a school performance, but I had all my crazy painted up juggalos showing up. And they're like, what the fuck is this?
The kids absolutely loved it, though.
Oh, yeah, and I'll do charity events. I'll do whatever I can to help people sometimes. Like, if I know it's for a good cause, I'm doing it, you know? And if I'm already there, like when I'm out in Houston, I'm sure I'm going to end up doing a couple gigs out there because I'm sure they're going to set some shit up. And also, Bert from GT Digital Distribution is also going to be promoting and setting up some shows for me. He's like, do not book any shows without going through me from now on. So he wants everybody to go through him.
An hour now.
So yeah, like these fucking mosquitoes are getting my feet though. I should have wore socks. Let me answer a couple more questions.
Spray?
Yes, please. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. 6th Street. Oh yeah, super villains and that with Isham, right? Killer C. Hell yeah. You know who I'd really like to work with, yo? I wish I could really work with some old 3-6 Mafia type shit. I think that would be really dope. Or even, I like Lil White, too. I'm not gonna lie. I like Lil White and fucking Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll, the No Filter, the first No Filter is dope. It's one of my favorite albums. Break the Knob or...
Break the knob off, ain't no turning down, ain't no
Can you
turning
spray my
down.
feet, please? I'm getting bit up, yo. I'm in the motherfucking woods out here, and these mosquitoes are crazy. Nope.
Yep.
Oh, she's ruining my cologne spray now.
Well, you want to get ate up alive? I don't.
All right, y'all. So I'm going to answer a few more questions, and I'm going in this motherfucker. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to come live every Sunday, talk with you guys a little bit. I'll answer whatever questions, you know, and if you guys have questions, feel free to answer. I'll answer them, you know, I don't care. Much love, y'all. Hit up DJ Paul. Yeah, I really would like that. I'd really like to do Mafia 6. Now, like I said, on this new album, I'm already getting the Paul Wall collab, and that's like already huge. Now, I'd like to get one of them SPM collabs, because SPM, when he wrote me in the letter, and he even said he had 100 collabs that he did that are going on artist albums. Now, I've been begging Bert. I'm like, yo, you know, I want a fucking SPM Carlos collab so fucking bad. So when I upload this interview, and when I do this interview from prison with Carlos at the last week of August, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, I'm going to ask Carlos. I'm going to say, yo, Carlos, now that Julio from Dope House is my manager, and that's your right-hand man, you know, what's up on a collab? Because that's what I really like, you know. SPM has been one of my biggest influences since the early 90s. You know, he's a lyricist too. Regardless of why he's in, he's got mad respect out in Houston. So, oh yeah, Los all day. SPM, you know, and It is what it is. But you know, when you get 40 years out there, you only do 20. You do half your time out there. So his out date, his first eligibility for parole is coming up. A couple more years. So.
Are you going on tour anytime soon?
I don't know what's gonna happen. I know what I'm focused on right now is doing this collab with Paul Wall, my biggest ever move. After that, you know, I'm gonna let Bert set it up. I'm hoping to jump on. See, I can't just go on tour by myself. I mean, I'm sure I'd have a couple successful shows in some places, but I'm not fucking big where it's gonna be selling out. I have to go on a show with another like well-known headliner. So like if I go on a show, that'd be dope, like a Esham show or a Twisted, or you know, go on tour with someone similar, and then you know, then I can tour on my own after that.
How do rappers make music from prison?
Mormel, yeah, I speak Arabic. I could recite the entire Quran to you. Now people don't even know that, and I fuck people up all the time in the fucking party stores. Can you grab me a smoke, please? Okay, thank you. So, I can recite the entire Quran in Arabic. I've spit in my first original music. I spit a song in Arabic.
Someone asked, how do you make music from prison?
You can do it over the phone. They have a bunch of different ways they can make music in prison. Now, Carlos has got that money. Prison guards are corrupt. Everybody knows that. You can pay prison guards to get fucking drugs in. They do that shit. Fucking guards are fucking, for Christ's sakes. They get fired all the time for it. When you got money in there and you're a rapper, or if you got any kind of connections to the outside world, it'll get in prison. There's more drugs in prison than there is on the streets almost. I'm dead serious. It doesn't sound like, but it is. And when you're in prison, they make shit happen. Like his lawyer could come in, record them. You know, that's how they make them albums. Or even over the phone, they could do a bunch of different shit. Technology is crazy nowadays, yo. But do I speak? Yes. Kid Frost, hell yeah, Kid Frost is dope, yo. Via phone or snuck in, yup, recording equipment. Oh yeah, Detroit reentry. I did a Detroit when I went through prison. I did Detroit. It was called RSAT program, and it was a 9-month intense rehab type program. I did that shit, and I got my parole right afterwards. I had to, but
Sucks, my brother's in there.
Yeah, and pretty much a lot of people don't realize that drug addicts, it's all about your thinking behind your thinking. I'm not here to preach about it, but a lot of people don't know it's about bad choices, your thinking. And then they use thinking tactics, thinking patterns, all kinds of crazy shit. You know, I learned all that shit when I went through that program. Hold on, my foot. All right. Yeah. So, yo. Okay. Let's get down here now. Yeah, I did. So, what happened is when I first got to prison, this is my first bit. This is the way. You know, my bunkie at the time, they were moving the lifers out to a different unit. They were using the unit we had as a reentry program. But when we got in there, a lot of us were locked up for the first few months with lifers. And I was locked up with a Mobite. And, you know, I borrowed tapes. I learned the hard way. Well, this motherfucker tried saying I was in there. Unfortunately, one of my bunkies ended up being a Sunni Muslim in there. So that's where, you know, I learned a lot of the Quran. You know, I studied it. I learned how to speak Arabic in there, and I did shit with my time. I got my certificates in fucking God, what was that shit? It was some kind of janitor shit and all kinds of certificates I got. And then the parole board, fucking, I had to see the parole board the first time. The second time, they gave me my parole under the door. I didn't even have to see him. Yo, good night, Seppa. Shout out. But, yeah, and then I almost got stabbed by GDs the first time, and then, when they knew my bunkie was a Sunni Muslim, they left me alone. Now, the Sunnis in there, they use it as a gang. You know, it's supposed to be a religion, but it's really not. In prison, it's fucking, you know, either supremacists, there's gangs, there's, Mobites, there's Muslims. I mean, you get caught up in that shit, though, bro, and that shit, that's how you lose your paroles and shit. It's fucked up in there, man. Yeah, stay out on these streets, bro. Being in prison
It's no joke.
but you know, you gotta survive wherever you're at, you know, and people are gonna test you, you know. But like nowadays, prisons are like camps, bro. Like a lot of these people are going to level 1s, which no one's fucking around. They want to go home. It's no light. But back in the day, when they were shooting you to level 2s with lifers and shit, they don't play in there. They'll kill your ass for a honey bun. It's crazy shit, man. I've seen people back in the day. They were taking like oil and boiling it in microwaves and throwing it on people and shit, dude. This shit's crazy. Like shit you would think of seeing in movies is fucking really happening in there.
How long were you in prison?
Well, all at once, I did a 5-year, or let me see, with jail time, a 5-year stretch, got out, and then I did another 3.5 in there, and then I did about like another 6 months in the county or some bullshit. So 9 years total I did, but it was like I was only out for like 3 months, and then I went back on a PV new bit, and this was shit. Then I met Melissa when I got out, and then never been back. Stayed on the straight and narrow, got off all that bullshit. Yeah, 15 flat, and Jackson is a hard joint. Now, Jackson are the big walls, too. Everybody knows Jackson. Shit, you can Google Jackson. That shit's frightening. So Jackson's a very tough joint. There's a lot of young bucks in there, and Jackson is hard time because they don't play in Jackson. Everybody goes through quarantine when you first come in, and you sit 45 to 60 days in a 23-hour lockdown in a cage about fucking 8 foot by like 5 foot. It's really fucking small, and you're in there for 45 to 60 days until they classify you and decide what joint you're going to. So it's pretty fucked up. Ugh. Yes, I am. Kenny, yes, I am. So that's why I'm going to Houston now. I'm doing more of like real life street shit now, and like I'm still gonna be wicked, but I'm not gonna sing. Who wants to hear about straight murder and killing? I mean, I've done it. Murder rap's cool and all, but I'm going to get a little bit more streetwise. I'm going to get a little bit more flowing. I'm going to go with different techniques. I'm going to try some different styles. I'm not going to sell out, but it's still going to be the wicked shit. But I'm not going to talk about just straight murder and killing, you know? So, yeah, I am going to open my doors on some new shit. She said you look pretty. Have a good night.
Thank you.
She said thank you. So... country rap's dope. Now, we love Big Smo. I don't know if anybody's heard of Big Smo, but that boy can flow. Isn't he out of Tennessee, Big Smo?
Yep.
Big Smo's, yeah, he's got that country rap on lock out there, too. And he hustled his ass off to get where he's at, because I used to watch his show.
Can you hear voices in the distance?
What do you mean?
In the woods. Like, literally.
Probably, man. There's
Dude,
some...
that shit's freaky.
Oh, guys, before I go, I want to tell you guys about something. This is serious. Look it up. It's called Missing 411. And you can look up a bunch of these victims. They're all over the United States. People are going camping. They're going to these national parks. They're coming up missing. They're sending search teams out to look for these people. And they end up finding them days later where they already searched. Fucking dead. So... you're tripping.
No, I'm not tripping.
So this shit's real, man, and no one knows what's doing. It's happening all over the world. Like even doctors. That one doctor from Kalamazoo, Michigan, walked out of her job one day, came up missing. They found her dead in the woods. Now, dude, this shit's crazy. Look it up. It's Missing 411. Google that shit. Look it up on YouTube. It'll shock your fucking mind.
Yeah, and then there was a Marine that went...
aliens, you're fucking right. You know what? People think it's Bigfoot, the aliens. People are laughing about it, but it's true. And there's thousands of people coming up missing. And it's happening in the last couple of years. This shit's fucking real. And no one knows what's happening. Like, I wish I knew the names by heart, but there's like this quarterback right down the road from me, a mile down.
He went to Grand Valley.
Yeah, he came up missing dead in the woods. All these people are in good shape. And they're coming up missing. They'll be with their family members,
But
and all of a sudden...
check it out. It's Missing 411.
It's crazy. Yeah, guys, look it up, Missing 411, and then you'll start Googling some of these names, and it will fuck you up. There's stories behind it. And people ain't understanding how these people are just coming up, disappearing, and end up dead. And it's happening all over the world, in almost every state, thousands of people, in national campgrounds, in fucking... It's crazy shit.
Or they go hiking in the woods and just disappear.
And I believe in aliens. Guys, check out a channel called Nuke's Top 5. And there's a lot of good videos on there. Ghost stories, aliens, crazy shit. There's shit out in these woods, man. Unexplainable. I'm telling you.
So we even got coyotes.
I love Vegas. So I'm going to Vegas next year. I'm actually meeting up with another Magic Murray. He does magic tricks. He sees he's going.
Guess who's out there? Chris Angel.
God damn, don't scare me like that. So he's jumping on my fucking channel. He's gonna do a collab with me. He's a well-known YouTuber. I think he's got like 500,000 subscribers. His name's Magic Murray. Check him out. Dope
Hi,
dude.
baby.
Vegas, awesome. My uncle and my aunt live in Vegas. We gotta get you to bed, little buddy.
Go to the bathroom.
All right, I'm out. I got to get little Krimzon into bed, y'all. I will be live next Sunday. I love talking with you guys. Chris Angel. Much love, Cringe Gang. I love you guys.
Good night.
Good night.